What if your students' next assessment didn't just test what they remembered, but actually showed what they could do with their ideas? That's the goal of a transfer task. A transfer task is a specific kind of assessment in the OpenSciEd assessment system. It presents students with a new phenomenon, something they haven't explored before, and prompts them to use the ideas, practices, and cross-cutting concepts they've built so far in the unit to explain or make sense of it. Transfer tasks give students an opportunity to take their three-dimensional science learning and to apply that understanding flexibly to a new context. Traditional assessments often feel like a pause in the learning. They are a moment to stop, test, and move on. But transfer tasks are designed to be part of the learning, not an interruption. Most OpenSciEd units include one in the middle and another one at the end. We design these tasks collaboratively with unit writers to draw on the ideas, practices, and cross-cutting concepts students have built up until that point in the unit. During the design process, we asked ourselves a bunch of questions like, what has the class figured out so far? What models or gotta-have-it checklists do they have available? Are they ready to explain something new? What new phenomenon could students make sense of with their ideas? Then, we designed tasks based on some really interesting related phenomena that ask students to apply what they've learned at that particular point in the unit to a new situation. We hope these new phenomena spark interest or curiosity, and we found that even though these are assessment tasks, students often learn something new, get excited about the context, or leave asking new questions. Take the bear task in the metabolic reactions unit, for example. When we talked to students after they finished the task, they were surprised and asked more questions like, what are the bears even eating to make this happen? And just because the context is new or the assessment looks different than we're used to, doesn't mean that students' experience should be different. Here's the most important part. Transfer tasks should look and feel like the rest of your OpenSciEd classroom. You can think of transfer tasks as tiny, focused storylines in themselves. That means incorporating things like collaboration, discussion, and sense-making routines when it makes sense for you and your students. It also means being upfront with your students that a goal of our learning is to transfer our ideas to new contexts. With the right support, these transfer tasks don't just assess understanding, they deepen it. Check out our other videos for specific suggestions for facilitating transfer tasks.